Welcome to a special episode of The Doctors. It is so good to be with you all. Dr. Travis is not here with us today because he is at home taking care of Paris, who is pregnant, and they're expecting their baby. We're so happy for you, and we hope that you both are staying healthy and well. America now has the most cases of the coronavirus COVID-19. My co host, Dr. Batra, joins me along with infectious disease expert, Dr. Ravina Kullar, via Zoom. And like you, we're in our homes. Dr. Ravina, why is it so important for us to stay home right now?
Well, I want to tell you the worst case scenario. If we do not stay home, this virus is going to impact 100 million of us. And it's going to put about 50 million of us in the hospital. And there's going to be about 2 million of us in the ICU. And 500,000 of us are going to die due to this virus. And the only thing that's going to prevent this virus from spreading is this physical distancing that's been recommended.
That's a really startling set of statistics you just shared. And yet, people are still seemingly struggling with this guideline. Why do you think so many people are still out partying, having big group gatherings, all of the things that we know we're not supposed to do?
Yeah, I think many people think that it's not going to impact them. And unless you have known somebody that has been affected by the virus, people are not listening. And I'm at the front line. I'm seeing those patients that even those young people, they are coming in. We're having to put them in the ICU, and it just breaks my heart. And it's because people are not following this physical distancing measure that's been put in place. So I want to warn the viewers that this is a virus that affects everyone, no matter whether you're young, whether you're old. It does not care whether you're weak or strong. It is affecting and impacting every single person. And there's a statistic that we talk about called the R naught factor, where for every one person affected with the virus, it can spread it to 2 to 3 other people. And that's a concerning part.
Well, I think to your point, initially there was this misperception that younger people were not at risk at all. And so I think that is when you saw the scenes of people on Miami Beach enjoying spring break. And even now when you see footage out of Italy and New York, and they just realized way too late that that 6 feet measure is to prevent the spread of respiratory droplets of transmissions from sneezes or coughs. So while we know that the elderly are most at risk, people with pre-existing conditions of their immune systems are the ones most likely to end up in the hospital or severely ill in the ICU or even die. This is a virus that's impacting everyone, and it's many, many times more contagious than typical influenza or the flu. And I think a lot of people were making that analogy to the flu earlier on, but the lethality or the fatality rate of the flu is so much less. And to your point, that aspect of contagiousness that any one person with COVID 19 can infect 2 to 2.5 people is why that curve is spiking. So everybody's been talking about flatten the curve. I think everybody's heard that a million times. And it's such an abstract concept. But the idea is if you just keep your social distance away from people outside your household, you keep 6 feet of distance because that's the distance those respiratory droplets and the coughs and the sneezes can spread. That's what's going to prevent that number from spiking ever higher and overwhelming our healthcare systems like we've seen in Italy and New York already.